Oh no. The image of that guy again. It's like a loop that keeps repeating. Over and over again. A damn nightmare that repeats over and over again.
Oh, right. I could use the rope.
Even on the ground, the noose squeezes that poor devil's neck like a boa constrictor.
There's no morbid corpse dragging. He just snaps up with that rope like it's no big deal. I'm being morbid here, of course. But it's cool. We got the crowbar and we got the rope. Didn't really think about that at first. But here, in post-apocalyptic America, we use all parts of the suicide victim. This is horrible. This is fucking horrible. I'm feeling unusually restricted, though. What do I do here? Let's see. So I have a rope, broken metal sign. Can I mix these together?
I don't see anything to tie to this.
If I can mix the rope and the crowbar, I could almost make like a grappling hook.
I don't think doing this would serve any purpose.
Nope. Nails. Create a thorn whip like Dark Souls.
I don't see anything to tie to this.
No. I need to find a high up place to put a rope on, probably. Could we sneak into this apartment building by, like, throwing the rope up here? No? No. I thought maybe I could just, like, throw it way up top and we'd sneak into the building from behind over through a window. Don't know how I was going to get him up there, though. Let's review. Nails... piece of glass, crowbar, metal sign, rope. Probably gonna have to do a few laps until I see something that looks like it makes sense. Oh, I can still go back. Hello. Wasn't this tree flimsy? Let's see here.
As dead as that tree is, it still looks strong enough to tie the rope to.
Sure, but why? Why do I want to do this? Is there anything down there, or am I just doing it for funsies?
Before I go down, I'll leave the heavy stuff here, in case the rope doesn't support my weight.
Which is, what, a crowbar? I guess I'll find out when we get down there. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of the characters we've met so far and what they need. I don't know if any of them needed anything down here. Why am I... This seems to be a more, like, rub things on random objects type of adventure game, as opposed to some adventure games I've played lately where it's like, oh, clear problem. Which of the things in my inventory can I fix this problem with? This one's more like, hey look, there's a pool of water, you should go wade through it.
Underneath the surface, there must be many more of these stone things I see sticking out of the water. No doubt they're the remains of a structure that sank here. It seems like a small fragment of one of them is loose.
What is that? Carved stone.
A small piece of sculpted marble. It's the head of an animal above what looks like flames or an open fire. Could it be a lion's head?
No way. The ruin... was I supposed to realize to come here based on the clue... ruins of a temple? Was I supposed to think ruins of a temple meant go into this one water pit? Huh.
This hole in the ground is steep walls of mud and earth. The distance to the bottom is several yards. How the hell was this cesspit formed?
By a temple, apparently. Okay, interesting. So heavy thing seems to have basically just meant the crowbar itself. Let's head back up. Got my crowbar and nails? Nails are heavy? There must be a lot of nails in my inventory. Can I grab the rope back? I don't think I can. How do I leave? There we go. Okay, well I have the lion's head. That's something. Yeah, I would say expect a lot of jump cuts in this series where I abruptly show up so I'm like, oh, I get it now. Because I think that logic leap that just happened was a little incompatible with me. And if that's going to happen more, then I'm going to have more moments of jumping ahead.
Oh no, here comes that sensation again. It's like floating in a dense liquid.
Oh, I can skip the dialogue. Cool. Sorry.
God.
I was starting to think, like, am I going to have to rewatch this cutscene every time it manages to trigger? Because some of these are definitely repeating, but I can skip the dialogue, and that makes it way less of an issue. Alright, so, hey buddy, I found your... I'm feeding into your delusions.
The head of the lion above the flames. I think this must be yours.
The head of the lion. The head of the lion above the flames. The ruins of the temple still exist. Salvation is still possible. We can prevent it. We can still prevent it. Don't you understand? The annihilation of time. The wrath of God for our arrogance. There's still time. I have to return to the ruins of the temple. I have to go back to the ruins of the temple.
Wait a minute! Whew. There's no question in my mind. This man is a complete lunatic.
Did I even tell him where it was? I don't think I told... I don't know. I don't remember telling him where it was. How does he know where to run?
She meditates in silence, resigned and exhausted. Considering the mental state of Reverend Blake, I guess it falls to her to take care of him night and day.
Weird. No more dialogue? Yeah, I can't talk to her. I figured I would talk to her after what happened, because she specifically was trying to get him to not continue to go feed into the delusions, and I fed into the delusions, and now he's like this. Was he down there? No. Where did Reverend Blake go if not here? Huh. That's not a body, right? That's just... yeah, those are just stones. I guess I'll head back out. Alright, we'll have to figure out what I'm going to try to do next. Maybe I'll double check the next screen over in the wrong direction. I mean, I never told him where to go, so maybe he did run off in the wrong direction. Other than that, I'd be a little concerned that maybe we might be at a bit of a dead end again, and I have to figure out something new. Yeah, this didn't really go anywhere, did it? I don't have any special tricks up my sleeve right now. Alright. I need to... oh, gross. There's a bug coming out of his eye. Huh. Yeah, I figured that'd be the big obvious catalyst for the next step to follow, but instead he's just kinda gone. What if I use the crowbar on the car that we couldn't do stuff with before?
Okay, let's see if I can open this. Got it.
What? The driver's seat?
Use this here? How?
Do I put away that?
Let's see. I'm sure that if I tug on it a little... good. The upholstery came off along with one of the elastic bands that was holding it to the seat.
I just grabbed a seat cover from the driver's seat and an elastic band. What am I gonna do with the seat cover?
With the cover removed, that seat looks even more depressing.
Huh. Do you need a chair, sir?
I prefer to hold on to it. I think this will be more useful to me.
A seat cover. How do I even make sense of this one? Oh wait, there's a window below him.
A dirty window at ground level for ventilation. It's the only opening this building's basement has to the outside. There's an advertising poster covering part of the glass at the moment.
I didn't realize that there was also a window. I thought it was just the door. Oh wow, it's all grimy. Oh, the Tomorrow Today poster. We saw that before. I remember that. Okay, I can probably just break it, right?
That would be one way of getting into the house. But the noise of breaking glass would alert the soldiers posted nearby. I'd rather not think about what those savages would do to this old man. And me.
Okay, so I can break the window, and that sounds like the right... That was so descriptive, it sounds like the proper path through. Can I use the car seat as like a silencer?
This quilted fabric fits the size of the window perfectly.
Okay. It doesn't fit it perfectly, though. You lied, because you can clearly see the window past it, which doesn't seem like it'd be that good of a noise dampener, but okay.
Okay, let's try this.
And let's cross our fingers that the seat cover absorbs the noise of the breaking glass. If the soldiers next door find me, they'll blow my head off without bothering to ask questions.
Yeah, quiet. That was really quiet. What?
You've done it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm safe now. God bless you, stranger. You saved my life.
Take care of yourself, old man. And I don't have to tell you, don't open the door to strangers.
I mean, he can't open the door at all because it's still locked. We never unlocked the door. Oh, bolt cutters. Hello. So I just used a car seat that I've... So instead of using a crowbar to open the window, or really anything, because it's just a window, I took the crowbar to a car in the other location of the game, dismantled the door, took out the driver's seat cover, and used that as a silencer to mask the sound of breaking the window, although it didn't cover the window properly, and it doesn't seem like that would silence it. Okay. The logical water slide of this game is going to be a wild ride. Oh wait, during that cutscene he dropped a stick.
When Reverend Blake ran out, he dropped this strange, improvised cross. This man seems totally possessed.
I gotta pay closer attention to these cutscenes.
Reverend Blake's cross. A stick with a very, very striking shape.
Yeah, that's a big deal. If I ever see a cutscene where somebody drops something on the ground, then be sure to actually check to see if said thing is in the environment. There's a stick. It has a fork to it. Can I make a slingshot?
So, let's see. I just made a primitive homemade slingshot.
Ha! I called one.
It's a powerful homemade slingshot.
All
I
right.
don't know if it's intuition or what little is left of my memory, but I have a hunch that I was extremely clumsy with these kind of things.
How do you know it's powerful if you've never been good with these, and also it looks like a crappy narrow stick with the wilted elastic band on it? That's a weird adjective to add to this thing. Okay, I don't think I have anything to launch with it though right now. Unless I want to make a wadded up piece of paper and throw that at it. Or I don't think I can slingshot nails very effectively. Huh. Let's look around again. Do you guys want a slingshot? Is that something you guys are into, since my character's making a note to say that he's bad at these things?
Hello, Michael.
Hi, kids.
We got Mom out of the house. Now what about that reward?
Right, this makes perfect sense too, because the journal had that dangling thread of saying that that they deserve a reward for helping us.
Yes. I think I have something you might like. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. They're just kids. And this could get them into trouble. I know perfectly well what they're going to use it for, but their aim is amazing. And a little commotion on the camp fence could be a good thing for everyone. Besides, they want to do something for their father, and those pigs at the gate deserve a surprise.
What is it, Michael? Tell us, what is it?
Do I give it to them? This is rough. The question is whether or not you can get away with not giving to them, or if it's mandatory. I don't know if there's a decision here. I'm at a dead end where I don't know anywhere else to interact with anything, really. I think I have to.
I know it's something you're really going to like. Here you go. It's a slingshot.
It's a slingshot!
Thank you, Michael. With this, we'll be able to hit the watchtowers.
Come on, let's try it.
That'll teach you, pigs.
Attention, all units in Sector 12. Report immediately to the North Watchtower. I repeat, report immediately to the North Watchtower.
What's going on?
I don't know. It must be something serious. Come on, let's go.
You hit him!
Haha, yes.
So what do we do now?
I don't know. We've got to get out of here. Quickly, run!
I better take this with me.
Wow. Yeah. You better hide that murder weapon that you just gave to children so that they could murder, because that's what happened.
Oh no.
It's like I'm floating in a dense liquid. And we're back.
Good God. I think I'm starting to lose my mind.
So that's definitely seems to be flashing forward, because the crack in the sky was actually more... the white part was larger in the vision. Whereas in the other vision before, it seemed like I was flashing backwards in time because of the church being a whole still. And frankly, I don't think that the church is going to be repaired within the lifetime of the old lady, so it has to have been backwards in time. Okay, these are getting a little repetitive now. You might be overdoing it a little bit, because he just says, "Oh no, things are changing again.
Everything's mutating.
Everything's looping. I don't understand." Alright, so they didn't want me near this motorcycle.
From the color of the seat and body, I'd say it's army property.
Do I get to steal it?
Aw, shit. The key's not in the ignition. One of the soldiers on the sentry duty must have it. Anyway, I should have figured as much.
The big bag? Yep. Alright, saddlebag. Teach me your secrets. We got gloves, that's a start.
Aw, shit. And clean and well-maintained. This bike is without a doubt the best-looking object in the entire refugee camp. Although, that's not saying much, considering the disastrous condition of everything around me.
Okay. We now have rubber gloves. I'm gonna look back around town, the original slum area. I can't walk around back there at all. There's some shacks, and that's about it. Because we have a few new toys now. We have rubber gloves, we have a slingshot, we have bolt cutters, and then we have a crowbar and nails. The bolt cutters and crowbar in particular are just straight up useful tools, so if I can find spots where those can be used, that'd be a big deal. Right. It's just the van. I don't think that's going to help me out. Let's see, can I go walking along the electric fence? Can I go over here? No, that didn't amount to much. Okay. Maybe not, huh? How about you?
Impossible. It's beyond my reach. The bars are keeping me from getting there.
The bars seem too thick, but I could always try the bolt cutters just to see.
The bolt cutters are very worn. I'm not going to waste energy using them without good reason.
Okay, so no. I doubt crowbars are getting me through here?
Impossible. It's beyond my reach. The grate prevents me from getting there. Nothing can be done. Nothing can...
Let's try the bolt cutters again. I didn't really select the right part of it.
Impossible.
Nope. Alright. Well, what we got here is we got rubber gloves. Generally, when a game gives you rubber, it's because you're going to deal with electricity. So I could go around looking for an electric something. Is that a start? Have I seen anything electric yet? Doesn't seem like I can go anywhere here. How about over here? The security fence, but they attack me from going near it. Can't go into the manhole till we have light. Fence. Wall of trees and bushes. Oh, the gloves.
I don't think I'd gain anything by using this here.
No? You were talking about the, you're getting your flesh cut into by the thorns. Wouldn't gloves help with that? Are they not thick enough? Bolt cutters? Would they help you cut through the nonsense?
Let's see what's on the other side of this hedge.
There we go. Okay.
No! Please! These visions! My head!
You won't get any of his things. I won't allow it. Do you hear me?
Michael, is that you? Thank God we found you. It's me, Chris. Don't you recognize me? But there is a solution, Michael. All is not lost. There is still a possibility of salvation for us. for each and every one of us.
You have to stop this, Michael. You have to quit.
I can't do it!
It's destroying us, don't you see? It's killing us.
It's that demon inside me! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
These visions are getting more intense all the time. The pain is unbearable. Who's Chris? Salvation is still possible, he said. Could that be true? And once again, that female voice has been haunting me since I woke up. Who is she? Why was she so distressed? What the hell happened to us? Or is going to happen to us?
Oh, journal updates. Let's take a look. Just trying to keep up with these if I can. Oh yeah. Interestingly, entries disappear as I take care of them, so this is a way to keep track of all of our loose ends and also replay any videos if I want to. So still need to do Rod's mission, and still need to give morphine to Misha, and Rose still needs information, but I need money for that, so that's all status quo. The objective about giving those kids a reward is now gone. Chris, the man in my vision, said that there's still a chance for salvation. Could that be true? Only time will tell, I suppose. How do I leave this thing? There we go. So we're on a hill overlooking the medical compound. We're way up here, so I can sneak up behind it, but it'll take me... It seems it's going to take me through the storage depot.
From here, I'll have a magnificent view of the hospital compound. In truth, the part that's visible from the road is only a fraction of it. The vegetation conceals a much larger area. The trees and bushes conceal structures where hundreds and hundreds of metal barrels are being stored. Whatever's inside them, there must be thousands of gallons of it down there.
That can't be the backside of the bar, can it? That's in like the totally different direction. Yeah, this is too close to town. It's just got to be a similar type of situation, but not the same place. That'd be weird if it took me back to the bar. What? What? Why are they showing me that? Should I be able to see what's under there? It almost seems like I shouldn't be able to tell that there's like a nightmare laboratory below us. I guess they're playing with player perception. They're saying that we get to know all this stuff, but the player, like the character, doesn't know anything about any of this stuff because it's all underground. But it looks like they have a whole bunch of bodies that are being experimented on. Or being cured? Or being dumped? Anyway, I said there was going to be electric at some point.
Okay, I'll wear the gloves to cut the electrified wire.
There we go.
Perfect.
That's not too bad. That was the exact thing I figured that the gloves would be for. But now where do I go? Oh, look at that.
Let's see what's down here.
There's a half-buried plate.
It's a trapdoor, and it looks like it hasn't been used in a long, long time.
No, it's not. Maybe let's not go down there. So you can see down here, but the sewers were too dark. You can hear... Never mind, you can hear the sounds of people down here, so it's still being used. It's not empty. There's some darkness. Hi. Nightmares. What about this other side door?
This door leads to a dingy back room. What the hell could be in here? I can hear the buzz of electricity coming from inside, but I can't figure out anything more without a little more light.
So now we have two places that I can only access if I can find a flashlight or a torch. Or a lantern. Or matches. Take your pick. The humans in this room look like Silent Hill monsters. Look at that guy down there. He's just like convulsing. He looks like he doesn't have a face properly. This body bag's still moving. They closed a body bag over a person and it's still moving, which is distressing. They're just physically piling the bodies over here. Do they? So, because they're rounding up anyone who's dissolved. They probably put their physical bodies inside these bags and just wait for them to melt as they just scream and lose their minds and die of their disease. And then, like, they're just... Yeah, those bags they're throwing don't look like humans. Also, that animation is going way too fast. You'd be exhausted from throwing anything the weight of a human being that many times that fast. But the if you look at the bag they're throwing, it doesn't really necessarily look like a body. It kind of just looks like a bag of stuff, like garbage or something. And if they turn into sludge, that would make sense.
What is this place? Where the devil am I? It seems like the small building at the ground level is just camouflage. The most important part is here underground. Are all of them dissolved? How many patients can there be packed in here? Dozens? Hundreds? This is horrible.
It's not negligible. I mean, this is arguably the biggest indication of population we've had in the entire game so far, and like normally it's like there's like 4 people in a room somewhere hanging out. This is like 100 people in body bags.
Great. It's a hell of a drop, and the railing wobbles when you touch it. Awesome. Wait a minute though. Isn't the idea of installing this to make it safe for people to cross from one side to the other?
Sir, this is the wrong time to be glib and sarcastic about something when this is below you. It's not the right tone for the moment, honestly. Are we gonna collapse or something? What's this gonna do?
Let's see if this grate can be removed.
If nothing else, I have a crowbar. Oh.
Perfect. It looks like this hole leads to a passageway on the other side.
Is that in my inventory too now? Nope.
Hydrofluoric acid. What's a chemical like this doing inside a medical facility? The smell alone is giving me a headache.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with hydrofluoric acid. That's not a joke. Is this where we're going to find out that that's secretly what makes them dissolved and people don't actually dissolve without the acid and it's all a conspiracy? Dun dun dun.
Judging by the horrible noise coming from the other side, this door must lead to the vast hall where the dissolved are going through their final agony. As Reverend Blake might say, a stairway down to the very bowels of the underworld.